Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with Tactical Solutions here with a quick stock market update. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you. Pretty much a choppy day. NASDAQ market down another 1.2%, and so far after market hours, we were down 0.09%. So not a very significant day, but again, another red day. One of the things that I quickly want to talk about is my plan. I wanted to wait for the market to close before I announce this, as I do not want to influence any of you to copy or to do in my same footsteps. Just because I do something or just because I see value in something does not mean that you need to see or agree with me the same way. And I respect that, right? Stock market, there's a lot of different ways on how to make money, and let's embrace that, right? So I just wanted to, pretty much just share with you guys of why. Why am I deciding to begin to buy the dip a little bit more aggressive into Apple, Amazon, and then also a NASDAQ ETF? So let me go ahead and quickly explain. If we look at this overall day chart, we are approaching previous lows of around 268 now. Again, the cheap can always get cheaper. So if you are under the PDT rule, if you are not the best with your position size, again, you need to understand that the markets can always continue to sell off and things can actually even get worse, right? I personally do not think that they will. I think that based off of this recent FOMC meeting that we had yesterday and based off of recent CPI data reports, I think that this sell-off as of right now is an overreaction. You guys can see with all these headlines, I call it headline momentum. It's just all these news outlets pumping out and injecting fear into the market, and rightfully so, right? I mean, it is an uncertain time. It is a scary time. But one of the things that I love to do, and again, do not follow in my footsteps if you have no experience, but I like to prepare during uncertain times when things are oversold, and I like to prepare to be able to buy into some of these positions lightly, right? So if I intend to go in 100%, that could look like about $100,000. I could go in with a 20 to 25% position size. So if you trade with $1,000, that's like you buying right now $250 worth of that stock. The goal is to never average down. Even if the market continues to sell off, you have to understand that when you take your first position, that is your first position and your only position until you get confirmation of a reversal. And then you can average up, even if when you average up, the price is actually lower than your original purchase. It's all about asking yourself a simple question, and it's, is direction in my favor? So with that being said, again, I bought the dip into Apple. I bought the dip into Amazon stock. I'm going to be buying more Tesla. I just didn't do it today. And then I bought some more TQQQ today. I was thinking of adding Microsoft into my position because of how oversold it is. But that's really just it. I can make a more detailed video on this. I don't know if you guys would care for me to, but I wanted to update you guys on some of the reports that were released today. So these are economic reports. I do these updates daily. So 213,000. So this is the initial claims report of the number of unemployment that I believe we reported today. So 213,000. Prior month was 208,000. So again, a little bit less than expected. The expectation was 220,000. So the slowdown, it's not even as bad as expected. Now, this could be a good or bad thing, right? So if they're seeing that not enough people are losing their job, like they said, the Federal Reserve right now, our unemployment rate is around 3.7%. We're working towards next year. The goal, Jerome Powell said, is 4.4%. That would be an equivalent job loss of around 1.3 million jobs in the United States. Or people right now that would lose their jobs by next year. They want to put pressure into the overall economy. They want us to feel that pressure. It's going to be more expensive to borrow money. Growth, anytime that it's more expensive to borrow money, is paused, right? So when it's more expensive to borrow money, you're less likely to expand your business because it's simply more expensive. It's more expensive to hire people, right? So therefore borrow money. So overall, they want us to feel that pressure. Yes, things can get worse before they get better, but one thing that I just came to the realization that, as I continue to try to have a better understanding of where we are right now with the market, and you can answer this question yourself. This is what it all comes down to for me. Are we closer to the bottom or are we closer to the top? And with that being said, is based off of how oversold we are. It's not that we can't get cheaper, but it's that we're relatively close to the bottom of the overall market and where we will be, right? We're approaching previous lows. We can definitely go lower. And this doesn't mean that you should go in blindly and buy anything and everything with all of your position, because it's not about that. There's still discipline and structure with your position size and how much you decide to buy and when you begin to step on the gas when direction is in your favor. But I believe that the best time to prepare for the market to recover is prior to the market indicating signs of recovery. When the market's beginning to recover, again, last August, July and August is a great example. When the market began to recover, it was already too late to prepare for recovery. A lot of you guys might have felt that. This is what I feel to be a second chance. You don't have to agree, and please don't if you do not agree. But I think now is a great time to prepare. Preparing does not mean that you have to buy right now. Preparing can simply be creating a watch list of 1 to maybe 5 stocks that you plan to buy. What is your trade plan? What is your investment plan with them? How much do you plan to buy and at what stages? That's all I mean by now is the time to prepare. I do not want not one of you to just take action and buy anything and everything and fingers crossed. That's hopeful trading and that's hopeful investments. What is it that you're going to do today that your future self will thank you for? And I think that we can all agree that there's a great upside margin. And although times are uncertain, now is simply the best time to prepare. So that's why I'm making this video, and that's why I wanted to wait until the market closed. If you guys have any questions, you guys know how to reach out to me. That's going to be the first link in the description of this video. And if you want to be able to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, I trade live with my Learn Plan Profit group every single day. And again, you get access to our A to Z video lesson library, private live trading session, private group chat, and access to the TechBuds HQ. This is a one-time payment, it's a lifetime access, and it's the second link in the description of this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for updates that I post every single day, and that's that third link down below. If you're asking what trading platform I'm using the Webull trading platform, and if you want to earn 12 free stocks just for signing up, use the 5th link in the description of this video down below. I appreciate your time, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.